Hi, everybody, and welcome to Heel Heat. My name is George Coles, and on this episode, we're going to be trying some products. Now, I know I'm about 2 years too late on this, but I was in my Dollar Tree earlier today, and I noticed they had quite a selection of Prime, Logan Paul and KSI's drink. Now, as you've seen before, I like to try products from wrestlers. I believe someone at some point told me that the Dollar Tree ones are different than their normal ones. But what I got, they had plenty of flavors. I got a cross section here. I got 2 hydration drinks, Metamoon and Glowberry. Then I got 2 energy drinks, Dream Pop, which I hope tastes like a creamsicle, and Ice Pop, which I hope tastes like one of those red, white, and blue sickles. This, I'm hoping, tastes like, from the color of it, that same color Gatorade. And this, kind of similar, but for some reason, I hope this has a lemony lime flavor. But anywho, I haven't really looked into any of those. These are both coconut waters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test every one of these. I'll probably alternate coconut water, energy, coconut water, energy. I'll be grading each one of them on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I did give them the best opportunity. I put them in my freezer for about an hour or so to make them nice and ice cold. With that being said, we're going to try the Glowberry first. I like that packaging. Kind of reminds me of the Predator a bit. And let's see what we got here. Take a nice healthy swig of it. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I'm starting to get a little bit of the aftertaste, which is a little bit sugary. But the actual taste of it, I don't know where I could place it. You could definitely taste the coconut water. For that, I don't want to come out the box swinging. For now, I'm going to give this a 4. I like that. I hope it's not all downhill from there. Now next up, the Ice Pop. Let's take a swig of this. A lot of caffeine in this. Okay, right off the bat, that's nowhere near as good as this. I'm an energy drink fan. I had a regular Red Bull earlier. Monster is my favorite of the energy drinks. Let me take another swig of this real quick. That's not working for me. I'm going to give that... It's not terrible. It's not overly sugary like a lot of energy drinks are. I'm going to give that one a 2. I'm not a fan of the flavoring. I don't have that caffeine jitteries just yet. And it doesn't have the sugar taste, which is what's stopping it from being a 1. But it's not what I expected. Now let's try here the Metamoon. Again, I like this packaging. This is another coconut water. Cheers to you guys. Let me try something. So these are very similar. I would say, out of the 2 of these, I'm looking at the ingredients here. I don't know what I would compare them to flavor-wise, because they don't really... Other than you could definitely taste the coconut water, they don't really taste like anything else. The sugar taste is not as bad on this one. This is a more mellow version of this. That's why I brought them up. I do still like this one better, but I'm going to give this a 4 as well. These are two I would definitely go back and buy again. And last but not least, the one that I was most excited for, because who doesn't like a cream pop? The orange green pop here. I can tell you the orange Red Bull I'm a big fan of, and hopefully this has tasted like that. It smells like it. I could smell it from here. Let's go. Take a nice swig of this. Yeah. It has the creamsicle flavoring. I enjoy that. That is a million times better than this. This tastes like what I would expect, where this, I don't know. Let me try this again real quick. Yeah, no. I'm going to go down on this. I'm going to take this down to a 1. Ooh, and that gave me indigestion a bit. Where this... I would get this again. It doesn't have a sugary aftertaste. It does have a lot of caffeine to it. I'm trying to look at the sugar. No sugars. That's why it doesn't have the sugary aftertaste. But this one, also, this has 2 grams of sugar. That explains that. I'm going to give this one a 4 as well. What I would say about these, I don't like this as much as the orange Red Bull. Definitely not as much as a Monster any flavor. I mean, Monster, to me, and this is just to give you guys an idea of where I'm at, Monster pretty much tops any energy drink that I've ever had in any of their flavorings. So, if that gives you an idea of what I like, that's where you can see the spectrum. We'll go back again, give them final scores. Glowberry a 4. Ice Pop 1. Do not buy this. Only way I would recommend buying this is if this was the only thing they had to drink and you were thirsty. Metamoon, I'd give that a 4. The only difference I'd say between these two, this is a lot sweeter, has a sugary taste at the end. So if you're not for the sugary taste, this has 1 gram of sugar, which is why it tastes a little different. Very similar. I'd give this one a 4 as well. Slight edge to this. And my favorite of the bunch, the Dream Pop, I'd give that a 4. I honestly, if I was going into a gas station picking up a quick drink, which is most of the time when you're going to pick up something like this, you know, if you're going on a fishing trip or you're going on a long ride and you need a drink for the ride, or you just need to be woken up for work, I would get this again, especially at the $1.25 price point that these were all at. That is definitely worth $1.25. So these two, my 2 favorites. This not far behind. This is if I want an energy drink. So I might not get it as much, even though it's my favorite of those. This I'm going to get a bunch of these. Next time I go back in Dollar Tree, I'm going to buy all of the ones of these they have. Because as you know, if you have a Dollar Tree near you, they don't necessarily have the same product all the time. This is my backup if they don't have this. This, never getting again. So anyway, 4, 1, 4, 4. So I know, again, like I said, I know I'm 2 years behind the trend of people trying primes, but hey. I seen them there, I thought it would make a cool video. They have other flavors there, which let me know in the comments if you want to see me go back and get some of the other flavors and try those. These were the 4, like I said, that looked the most appealing to me. Obviously, I hit 3 out of 4, 75% of them. I like the coconut waters, fantastic. Can't recommend them enough. This I can't recommend enough. I wouldn't give them a 5 because they're not my favorites of their style of drink. But they're definitely something good, especially if they don't have my favorite there. If that makes sense to you. But with all that being said, like I said, let me know down here if you want to see me go back and get some of the other flavors. I'll go back and buy every flavor they have. I think they have like 8 or 10 different varieties. I just want a nice sample for the video. Depending on how this video does, what you guys want to see, I'll go back again. But anyway, I digress. My name is George Coles, and that's been my taste test for Prime Hydration and Prime Energy drinks.